Alright, hello everyone, my name is Zach and welcome to another live stream of my Writer's Workshop series where I'm going to be working on my next book. Today, let me just go ahead and adjust the camera a little bit. Today we're going to be making some more progress onto book 2. Let's go ahead and pull up our draft and our thing. Let's also go ahead and check our... There we go. Alright. So I do have something that I want to state, which is I've currently been experiencing some major computer issues for the past couple weeks. It's been kind of manageable lately because I've been finding temporary fixes that gets everything working properly by just typing in some commands to the command prompt. But as soon as I restart or turn off and on my PC again, the issue comes back. So what I've been doing was essentially like taking a sugar pill, like a placebo, and it's been working temporarily, but it doesn't fix the problem. What the issue that I've been having is whenever I try and pull up the internet, every site I try to go to, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, or just standard Google search, I get an error message saying the site cannot be reached, there's an issue with the Wi-Fi, with the internet, blah 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 blah. There's no issue with my Wi-Fi because I'm able to pull up the internet on my phone, on my laptop, and no issues whatsoever. It's an issue with something with my PC. I took my computer into a repair shop, paid $150 on getting repaired. Turns out the operating system, Windows, was corrupted and there was a virus on the computer. He got that fixed, straightened out, but unfortunately did not fix the issue that I've been experiencing. So I've been trying to figure out things on my own. I thought I found a solution yesterday because it seemed to completely fix the thing just by me changing a couple settings around. But it came back today. So clearly I did not find the solution, so I'm going to keep on searching. But if we ever come to a situation where my stream cuts out randomly, it's likely not because my internet died or there's like something unpredictable like a blackout. It's probably because my internet is just being stupid, specifically on this computer. So we do apologize for that. I think that the placebo effect will work for now, but eventually there will become a time where even taking sugar pills won't really work, to use an old analogy. Today, we are going to be continuing to write book 2. We are going to be writing a shorter scene and a longer scene, and if you have time, we'll be writing a little bit more. I am expecting a package today. Excuse me. I'm getting a new phone case, as well as getting medication for hair loss. And that is something I have to deal with because I have history of baldness on both sides of my family. Okay, I did not want to go here. I wanted to go here. Hold on, I need to get everything sorted out. It's kind of interesting about this character that I'm writing about right now. He actually kind of had he kind of had like a limited role in book 1, but he is kind of an important character. the main premise behind his character is he's someone that kind of put his trust in the wrong people, and he kind of learns his lesson too late. Just something that was kind of like brought up. This lesson that he was told was kind of brought up at the end of book one, his final scene in book one, and he will learn this lesson for himself a little bit too late. That's kind of like the tragedy behind his character. Okay, let's go ahead and pull up my outline. I'm just gonna look up a word. Excommunicated first, the formless severe religious penalty of being excluded from church membership, sacraments, and fellowship, typically due to serious offenses or heresy. But specifically in relation to the church. Huh. What's the word I'm looking? That's not the right word. Alienated, detached, estranged, isolated, dissociated. Dissociated could be a big good word. Ostracized. Ostracized. Yeah, let's go with ostracized. Thank you, Google. Let's see. Hold on, I need to pull up my. Oh, I just fucking spit everywhere. I'm clean my monitor a bit. So you control F, Alice. Long, so you have brown hair and green eyes. This is exactly what I needed. Brown hair and green eyes. Let's see. Trying to think. I have to, as a writer, like I have to like resist like being able to use slang when I'm writing. One of my biggest fears as an adult, as someone that's been kind of like used to texting for a while, is whenever I'm like sending an email, like a formal email, or whenever I'm writing a comment on say YouTube, I'm always worried about the possibility of me just writing IDK or like text speak acronyms because that's like very unprofessional. For YouTube, it doesn't really matter. But for like a professional email, if you're emailing a boss, you typically don't want to use slang terms or acronyms like IDK or something like that. Uh, I was really tempted to when I say it looked like that it had been put through the washing machine. I was really wanting to say it looked like it had been put through the wash, slang term for washing machine, shorthand for washing machine. But I think it's generally a bad idea to use slang unless it actually fits the character. It's actually using dialogue. But typically, for descriptive paragraphs, you should avoid using slang. Something I learned over time. I'm actually gonna get rid of word here because I don't really need it. Okay, let's go ahead and pull up. Can't see there's bottles in the way. I need to move some stuff around. I was getting coffee on my desk, but I need more room on my desk. I need to put my coffee cup behind me. I'm just drinking it. Go ahead and pull up my outline. Let's see. We go here. Let's see. Okay. It's also kind of like default for me to one of my problems with writing dialogue is I have like a pretty active vocabulary. So a pretty large vocabulary, I should say, where I like to use big words sometimes when I talk, especially when I write. But like, I was just about to write a line of this guy lying to this person, saying the high agency didn't send me. I was gonna say I came on my own. I was gonna say I came on my own volition. No one says that. No one says I came on my own volition unless they are like fucking nerds and fucking scientists with a really large vocabulary, but most common people wouldn't say I came on my own volition. I have to like stop myself from writing too much because it doesn't really fit the characters. I just realized there's an ad break. Whoops. Okay. I'm gonna pull up my notes again. Yeah, even in my notes, I said he came of his own volition. Like, no one really said that. Let's go back here. And this, copy C, Control V. This isn't the longest, the shortest scene ever. I think I had a scene in book one that was shorter. Oh, I am gonna expand this. How's that misspelled? Oh. I just wanted to expand this so it's not just a single page. Okay. This is exactly what I wanted. And in our ones, that's fine. Maybe it was prepared to wait. In our ones. Okay, see, control enter. The next scene is focusing on Lilith. I need to make a decision. So Lilith is a character. She doesn't really have a physical body. She is sort of like an intangible force that resides within every living entity, but she gains power as long as when the will of the individual is weakened. In this part of the book, Alec Lowe's will had been broken and he is essentially possessed by Lilith. So I have a couple options to label this. I could either do what was once Alec Lowe. I could do simply Lilith. Or another idea I had was I could name this section the entity. Thinking about it now, the entity may be like a interesting name. It's kind of like a mysterious name. But I had an idea of a character, an antagonist that will be very important for the fourth trilogy. And the book that I'm planning on calling Damn the Three Kings. And the problem with Lilith is there's gonna be some sections where Lilith's control was lost and Alec Lowe temporarily regained control. So I think the best course of action is to name this scene what was once Alec Lowe. Okay. I don't know how to spell that. Oh wait, I think it's S. Yeah, S. And Let's see here. Hold on, I need to pull something up. I want to pull up my chat. Let's see. Let's see. Middle Ages. Human, comma. Wide open. Landscape. I need to look through this real quick. Okay. Go back to our outline. I've got an ad break coming up in 7 minutes. I'm actually going to bring this up and put that as part of that thing. Let's see. Oh, what the fuck? Let's see here. Actually, no, I'm gonna change that. Let's see. I'm almost done with the scene. Oh fuck, I fucked up. I'm gonna lower that to 230. Oh, hold on, I need to. Okay, so this scene is now done. I kind of did a lot of that on autopilot to see how much I got done. I honestly haven't checked this at all. Okay, so I think that I actually did get everything just by doing an autopilot. Let's see, so we did this. This is done. Go ahead and unmark this. This is done. You can go ahead and unmark this. This is actually kind of different than what I had, but I think what I have actually works better. Although this her creating an explosion in darkness. Yeah, I think what I have works better. I definitely need something more grandiose for this first scene. What I had actually is a little bit more darker and grim. Yeah, this is all done. So we have a big scene coming up that I'm going to be saving for next time. Focusing on the perspective of God. This scene is very long. There's a lot of it is dialogue. I'm gonna need to like put in some exposition to make it so it's not entirely dialogue, if that makes sense. The next scene is Georgie Lilith once again. There's like another big scene with Lilith. Alright, let's go ahead and save the thing. Close. Save. Close. That is going to do it for today. If you are remotely getting someone Tuesday, all the games that I cover on my channel will be played for 100% completion. I'm going to be streaming Melrose Workshop stream yet again on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 1 p.m. 5 Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to be hosting a virus analysis stream on Wednesdays, 1 p.m. to an undetermined amount of time on Wednesdays. And in this virus analysis stream, I'm actually going to be analyzing the figures of the 8th year God's own people in this in tomorrow's stream. On Fridays, I'm going to be streaming Far Cry 4 for 1% completion from 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. On Saturdays, I'm going to be streaming Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered for 1% completion from 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. And on Sundays, I'm going to be streaming Saints Row 2 for 1% completion from 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. That's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time.